Good evening, everyone. It is 8:57 p.m. and welcome to the Piehead Portal, baby. My name is Lou, aka Ludini, aka Dago China, aka the Polar Priestess, aka just the most beautiful woman on the planet, honey. And I am fried, y'all. I was smoking on something called You Hear Me, and it's coming in exactly at 19% THC. It's from cookies. But y'all, golly. Anyway, moving forward. Y'all, I had tried another Ocean Bomb, like the Sailor Moon drink, and I tried the pomelo flavor, and it was so good. This would it look like, y'all. I really like the pomelo flavor. I have another one in there, and I might try that one. Might try it tomorrow, or I might wait. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Low key, that strain had gave me a little cotton mouth, so I was thirsty just now. Ooh, y'all. Today, I just admired myself so much today, and I desire moments like that for you as well. Because let me tell you something. Growing up, I got called ugly a lot. So ultimately, what happens after you get told you ugly so many times? You start thinking that you ugly. I got called fat a lot too. Um, and now I look at myself, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. Nothing. Like I love myself so much to the point where there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say that'll make me hate myself. And this is a powerful place to be in. So I just encourage anybody who has ever been talked down on because of their appearance or whatever the case may be, uh, love on yourself. It don't matter what anybody else say because I learned that the people that was telling me that I was ugly, the people that was telling me I was fat, people that was telling me that uh, I'll never be this, I'll never be that, are the main people that be hating on me too right now. So at that point, it's like people who try to point out certain things about your appearance or whatever it is, are trying to suppress your inner strength that they see because people can see your strength and your gifts before you do. I say this time and time again to people. Other people can see your strengths and your talents, and they can see your purpose before you can. So at that point, they'll either tell you that they see that, or excuse me, they either tell you that they see that, or what'll happen is they won't say nothing, and they'll try to diminish it on the low. They'll try to not tell you because they think you're not aware. But the gag is, most of the time, people are aware of who they are and their capabilities. They just be allowing other people to brainwash them out of that. And the trick is to not allow anybody to brainwash you about what you know about yourself because they not inside your body. So how the fuck them bitches know? They know. Moving forward, I always be wanting to know how they know. How they know. Cause man, I saw this fun fact one day, and it was like a ball of lightning is hotter than the sun. How the fuck y'all know? How y'all know? How y'all know? And then y'all, I didn't think that you could Google that this was even gonna be on the internet, but I googled how high is the sun. Why the fuck they had an answer on there? Y'all niggas lying. Who got that? Who got the temp? Somebody lying. Somebody's fucking lying. Matter of fact, Let me see something real quick because I could not believe that. How hot is the sun? Come on. And also, I saw a fun fact that said 70% of people um, fall in love on the first date. And, hmm, that's interesting. That's interesting to me. Because, hold on. How hot is the sun? Okay, the hottest part is the core, where the temperature is about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, 15 million degrees Celsius. How do y'all know? This is hot enough to sustain nuclear fusion. The surface of the sun is much cooler, at about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,600 degrees Celsius. How y'all know? But anyway, back to what I was saying about how 70% of people fall in love on the first date. Um, y'all, there's a slew of men that are in love with me, just off of a conversation. Not even even no real date, just off of like meeting me in a random space, having a conversation with me, and then not they obsessed for the rest of their existence. And I know y'all watching. How y'all doing? I will say love y'all too, but y'all might get carried away. So, God bless. Ooh, ouch, my teeth. That you heard it. Y'all, I made a fire ass sandwich earlier. And I have a great idea of what I'm gonna make for the second one because I got me some onion bread today. And onion bread is so good. Freaking love onion bread. And y'all, I have really been getting back in the groove of making sure that I stay hydrated. I stay hydrated in a different type of way. So, man, a lot of times, like I don't know what it is about the water nowadays. When I be drinking water, I just never get. It doesn't quench my thirst no more. I have to drink, you know, other things throughout the day to even get my thirst quenched. It's like I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird, cause I think that they be putting like the little shit they be putting up in the water in the bottle water or whatever, like make it dry. But if you put like a little pinch of baking soda or a little pinch of salt, like sea salt in your water, um, that's supposed to like help mineralize the water and like hydrate you better. And I have tried that, so that actually does kind of work. And I personally like to add like a little, swig of lemon in there, a little fancy. But moving forward, y'all, I took the best nap today, and I had learned I had learned that uh, it's okay to allow yourself to take a break. Yo, we have been we have been conditioned to just leave nap culture behind, and I think that we should bring that back for adults because today went a lot smoother than most days where I've had things to do and I just, kept on trying to get things done, kept on trying to get things done. Like when I took a nap in between and recharged myself, it was like a whole nother day. Because if you get up early around like 4 or 5 in the morning, you start getting stuff done earlier than most people. So at that time, you get to have a nap around like 12. So I took a nap like around like 12. And I got back up at like I took a long nap, so I got back up at like 3, and then I finished everything that I was doing. It's 8 something, well probably 9 something now, and I just got many things done, and it hasn't even hit 10 o'clock yet. So I've accomplished maybe like 4 days worth of work in one day just by splitting my day in half. And I think that if more people had a schedule like that, like a set schedule of how they were going to break up their day and the work that they were doing during that day, instead of just going to a job and somebody telling them what they supposed to be doing, they just repeating the same thing over and over again to the point where it's fucking miserable. Like, no. You put together the work that you want to do for yourself, and then the money gonna come. Because that's what the niggas at your job did. That's how your job even came about. Somebody made that shit up, and they built it up, and they hired your punk ass. And now you over there talking about something. Well, I can't leave because I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But what steps are you even making to even leave that bitch? Like, you complaining about all this stuff going on at the job. But what the fuck change are you making? What are you saving on the side? Did you buy yourself a LLC? Are you making the steps that you need to take while you're at the job? Like, cause if you ain't progressing in your own dream while working with somebody else's, then honey, I don't know what to tell you. Actually, I do know what to tell you. You a damn fool. You was a damn fool. For real. That's exactly what my grandma used to say. She used to say they a damn fool. So, all I'm saying is, don't be out here wasting your time working for somebody else while they out here on the yacht breastfeeding their baby in the middle of the ocean in Croatia, bitch. And you still trying to make ends meet to get the fucking groceries and some diapers for your kid because they're not paying enough. But this is a $1 billion company, and you barely making enough to wipe your ass. So what are you doing for yourself? Because I guarantee you, if you get knocked off today and tomorrow, they gonna hire the next motherfucker to take your job. And that's just facts. And it ain't gonna be like, they gonna be like, oh no, we gotta take time to agree with this person. Nah. You're gonna have somebody in your seat by tomorrow. Or they're gonna be interviewing people by the end of the day they found out your ass done left. So what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for you? What are you doing for your legacy? And the crazy shit is, nowadays many people don't really have much to pass down to their kids. But shout out to the people who are making strides to have, things to pass down to their children. Like, because generational wealth is important. And generational wealth is not only money, okay? Generational wealth is having healthy dynamics within your family bloodline. And you don't have to carry everything that has come from your great-great-grandmother to right now, because back then there was a whole other set of rules. Like, it was other things that were acceptable, but there was things that people were sweeping under the rug. And I believe that we are the generations that are bringing everything to the forefront, so we can make our bloodlines healthy. Like, we are the generational curse breakers at the Pothead Portal. Okay, we are the ones that have to bite the bullet of getting shunned from the family, because we're not gonna take no shit. We're not gonna we're not gonna keep the cycle alive of certain things. where other people want to be comfortable in that. You're not comfortable in that. So yeah, I'm one of those people. I just refuse to conform to the fuck shit. Like I just can't do it. If it doesn't feel right inside of my body, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Everybody have a different mission of what they came here to do on the earth. Everybody doesn't have the same set of instructions. And there's many people on this planet who do not understand that. And they try to dictate the things that uh, they try to dictate the purpose of everybody else around it because they think that everybody got the same set of instructions, but we don't. So, for instance, some people are just like, oh, we gotta do what the Bible says, this right here, and it's like just like those people in the Bible had instructions from God, we have our own instructions from God too. So I wish people would stop overlooking that and actually pay attention to the fact that the generations keep going. So we're gonna get messages too. We're gonna get direct instructions too. And what the hell, we're supposed to ignore our instructions, that our own personal instructions that we got, because they're not fitting the dynamic of the lifestyle that you want people to believe that you have, or the reputation of the family. You think that's gonna be like the one thing that breaks the camel's back of the family, like, oh, you got instructions from God, but you have to, you're not going with the instructions that came from the Bible that God gave Saul or Paul or whoever the instructions were given to. Yeah, nigga, that them instructions was for them niggas. God was talking to them. So what? Like I said, if you think that we don't get messages of our own, you a damn fool. For real. And I just had to say it like that. Like my body just had, like, my spirit just like, ooh, just say that. Just go ahead and just say. And people just think that, spirits have just one side to your spirit. You do. You have the good and the real. And a lot of times the real is mistaken for bad. Excuse me. A lot of people who are real, a lot of people who just speak the truth, we mistaken for bad people. Because we make people uncomfortable. We make people who are living their lives uncomfortable. So they try to make it seem like we bad people because we speak, with it exactly what it is. And not only that, I say what I want to say anyway, because guess what? If I thought it, God already heard it, so I might as well say it, because what you finna do? Let me know. Let me know. God already heard it, so I might as well say it. So boom. Because it's not up to anybody on this earth to judge me. It's up to God to judge me for it. And I'm God's child, so, I always, I've been thinking about this for a couple days now. It's all about your heart posture when you're saying and doing certain things. If your heart posture is in a amazing, is in a great space, then most of the time, and I've noticed this, when I said things and my heart posture wasn't in a good space, I felt bad about it and I had to go, God forgive me. So forgive me, Lord. I was angry at that time. But if my heart posture is in a space where it's like I don't really mean no harm for what I'm saying or what I'm doing, this is what it is. This is what it is. My heart is not in the hateful space. My heart is not in the. This is what it is. And when your heart posture is in a space of love, and it's like I'm not even like tripping off it. This is just what it is. You gain blessing points. You gain blessing points because you learn something about life that many people um many people overlook. It's heart posture when they're doing and saying something. And also when they praying, when you praying for something. A lot of people don't understand that they do not get certain things. They pray day in and day out and they wonder why their life ain't changing because their heart postures weak when they're saying it. Or their heart is not in the right place when they praying. So if your heart posture is in the right place and you praying for something, hey, you realize that great things are happening for you fast, or everything you ever prayed for, you got it, but it was necessarily in the way that you thought it was gonna come, but you still got it. Your heart posture was right. Prayer that's answered, um, is because your heart posture was proper. Your heart posture was proper. But if it wasn't, you ain't gonna get what you asked for. Simple. Or you might get what you asked for, but it ain't gonna last long because again, your heart posture ain't right. You might get what you want, but God show you all the reason why you didn't even you wanted this, but you couldn't even handle it because your heart posture in the wrong spot. When your heart posture is in the right spot, you're open to learn and you're open to a just a vast portion of the world and of just the existence of understanding what goes on within a person with both ends when your heart posture is correct. And what I mean by that is because I was trying to find the correct words because y'all. So ever since this wreck, I've been like going to neurology and things like that, and making sure that my head is all right because I had some bleeding on my brain, and I sounded drunk when I spoke for a while, so that's why I was gone for a while. But I still have trouble with like speaking sometimes. So like usually when I'm like struggling to find my words, like that's one of the things that I've been struggling with, and also getting my words out. Um, Sometimes that be hard, but I lived, so we working through it. I start speech therapy in like the next week or so. I gotta check my calendar. I think it's like the next week or 2 weeks, but I start speech therapy to help me out with that. But moving forward, um, I don't know how well I described what um, I was talking about before because I had to tell y'all that what just had happened. So, but I had forgot. But anyway, heart posture. When when your heart posture is proper, you can gauge whether or not somebody meant to hurt you or not, because you can see their point of view clearly when you're able to fix your heart posture. Because when your heart posture is a certain way, your vision follows along with it. So it's like, yeah, I think I open my heart to all of the possibilities of what could be, and I don't charge it to my heart, even if the possibility isn't as great as I thought it would be. Meaning, people disappoint you. It's gonna happen in life. Um, I won't charge that to my heart. I'm just gonna charge that one to the game and keep going and keep on doing what I feel is right. But you can kind of gauge and you can kind of feel when people are being sincere and when they not, because you know what that energy feels like because you carry that energy when uh you carry that good heart posture that good heart postured energy, if that makes sense. That good hearted energy. You know what that feels like because that's your energy already. So if somebody doesn't have that, you automatically know. Cause I automatically know every time somebody doing some bullshit, or if they say something to me and they're like, "Oh, I didn't mean to," I automatically know if they really meant to or not. But I understand that many times that when it comes down to your heart, you also have to bring your brain with you because a lot of people try to manipulate your emotional states, but your brain has to be like, hey, logically, um, analyzing the whole situation, this person did mean to do that shit. And they're just trying to say that because they feel they don't want to feel as bad. They want to make it seem like, they want you to get a little bit of the blame so they don't feel as bad. So they're gonna manipulate you and be like, "Hey, I really care," or "I apologize" and all this other stuff. But you know if they're sincere or not. You can always tell when somebody's apology is sincere and when it's not. And you know what? I just want to say this before I go. I had an immediate family member that, as I set boundaries with time and time again, and I just got tired. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just leave it alone. And the family member was like, I'm sorry and all that, but it was like, you know what, you say sorry every time, and you go back and do the same shit every single time. So you know what, I'ma just go on about my business. You go on about yours. I love you, but I'm not doing it no more. So, the family member is like, I apologize, and they're like, well, do you accept my apology? And I said no. And they were like, well, that's all I needed to know, and they just stormed off. And it wasn't that I didn't accept the apology because I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna forgive you. No, I forgive you. Just understand that my forgiveness does not require your apology. If your apology gonna be had, you gonna have to say the same apology for the same thing for the next 55 years because you keep on doing the same thing, apologize for it, do it again and then I feel like, okay, it's all right, same thing. No, I'm not doing it again because you're gonna keep on doing it. So in order to prevent you from having to do this for the next however long that we have, however much time we have left with each other, then I'm gonna just go ahead and dub that for both of us so we ain't gotta go through it no more. So you're welcome. But if not, just understand that my forgiveness does not require your apology. Forgiveness does not require the other person's apology. People like, man, I can't believe they didn't apologize. I need that closure. No, the only closure you need is to go. It was the action that straw that broke the camel's back. That's what you needed. That was the closure right there. And people are like, I just want to go back and I want to talk to him and all this other stuff. And then you right back in that stupid ass cycle from talking to that person because you out here trying to get to the bottom of something, trying to work something out, and then you hash something out for a small second because you didn't let the person manipulate you again. And then you done got back in that cycle again because you keep on talking to that person. No, cut them off. Cut them the fuck off. And keep going, bitch. Cut them off and keep going. People be talking about I need closure, I want this and I want that from that person. Listen, if you didn't get the first shit from the person that you asked for, what makes you think that you're gonna get closure? If you didn't get the first shit that you was complaining about in the first place from them, what makes you think that later on they gonna get that shit to you? If they time after time not giving you what the fuck that you deserve and what you want. You know what? I'm gonna fuck with y'all. I'm gonna let that sit right there. Well, go out here and be great. Love on yourself with all your might as much as you can. Remember that you deserve to be here. And if nobody has told you today, honey, I love you. And no weapons formed against you shall prosper. Excuse me. And yeah, we're gonna double back on this topic one day. But you know what? We're gonna just post this because yeah, I just be raw dogging life. So we gonna see. So holla at you.